An important workplace discrimination lawsuit is headed to the Supreme Court. White and Latino firefighters in New Haven, Connecticut, claiming they were denied promotions because of their race. The men had high scores on the city's promotion test. The city threw out those test results because they said black candidates didn't score high enough to qualify for promotion. Inez Ferre has our report.
20 New Haven firefighters claim they were denied promotions because of the color of their skin. 19 are white, 1 is Latino. In 2003, they were among 118 firefighters who took qualifying exams for lieutenant and captain vacancies. The results showed that none of the 27 African Americans who took the tests qualified for promotion. So the city promoted no one, fearing that if it did, it would be sued for discrimination against minorities.
After doing a closer look, the city's civil service board decided this test shouldn't be certified and that the city should go a different way in figuring out how we're going to promote individuals to this level.
In 2006, a district judge said the city had not discriminated against the firefighters, arguing that because no one was promoted, no one was harmed. A 3-panel judge appeals court agreed with that decision. Then a full appeals court declined to hear the case. Dissenting judges urged the Supreme Court to step in. At question is whether an employer can disregard the results of a promotion exam when the highest scoring candidates are from one racial group.
In a process that was supposed to be merit-based, where the question of whether one is to be promoted was to be based strictly on his or her qualifications, abilities, and skills, turned into a process where the city was looking at the skin color. That is totally contrary to the American value system.
The petitioners include the highest scoring candidates in both the lieutenant and captain exams. And the Supreme Court will hear the case on April 22nd. The implications of this are enormous. It could be a landmark test of what constitutes discrimination in the workplace, Lou. Very big case.
This is astounding. That 20 firefighters this has been a 6-year-long process, right?
It has been so long. First, they had to go to court for them to even reveal what the test scores were of these firefighters, for them to figure out what they were. Then they had the judge that said that she said that this was that the city didn't have to abide by the test.
I must say the city of New Haven, on so many issues, has become something other than an American city. It is obviously not a meritocracy. It is filled with bureaucracy and seeming incompetence on a host of areas. How in the world can anyone call this justice when a process takes 6 years to reach the Supreme Court?
And what these petitioners are saying is that there's so much politics, local politics, that has taken place into this, and we're going to look more into this.
We're going to look into it, and I appreciate that, and let's hope that some federal authorities look into it too, because there's something very, very much wrong with the city of New Haven. This is just wrong across every level. We'll leave it to the lawyers and the Supreme Court to decide the legality, but it's wrong. Appreciate it. Inez, thanks. Inez Ferre. This will be Chief Justice John Roberts' first major case on racial discrimination in employment. In 2007, the Supreme Court limited the ability of school districts to rely on race to determine which schools that students should attend. The court said schools must stop assigning students on a racial basis. The Chief Justice, in his opinion, wrote, "The way to stop discrimination on the basis of race is to stop discriminating on the basis of race."